Hello, welcome back to Mrs. Hewitt's Spelling at Home. We have a root word for you today. Our root word comes from the Latin plere, which means to fill, and in English it is this, plete. Okay, it's actually could be plete. I've popped the E on as well because lots of our words do have that E on the end because the words often end after the root today. So again, you could, that's sort of an interchangeable E there, but this plete bit comes from plere, meaning to fill. So let's have a think about some of the words that we might know that actually use this. And again, when you see the word you can build, hopefully you understand why they've come from that root, because actually it's all about using our etymology here to think about the meanings of words as well as learning our spelling rules at the same time. So I've got quite a simple word grid for you today, as you can see. Not many different pathways through there. I'm going to pop it up to the screen for you. I want you to pause the video and then write your word sums out. We will go through some after that. So get ready to pause the video. Okay, let's go through some of the words that you could have made. And hopefully the most obvious one for you here would be complete. Okay, and remember com is one of our really common prefixes because com means with or together or a lot. Okay, so complete meaning together. So if you've completed something, it is full, it's done. Okay, so that plete bit meaning it's full up. So we have made complete. We have also made completely, so that is the adverbial form of that. It is completely done. It is full up. We have got completion, so that's the noun. If you're talking about the completion of a job, it means it's going to be finished. And don't forget one of my favourite suffixes, the ion suffix, because again, remember, shun is not a suffix in itself. The ion bit is the suffix which changes it into a noun, and we have complete. Because complete has a T, that is why it is a T-I-O-N ending. Okay, that's how we can remember when we're writing shun words, if it's going to be a T-I-O-N or an S-I-O-N or a C-I-A-N or O-N or a double S. But you think about your root word, we know that complete has a T and then we add the I-O-N, so completion. That shun is going to have the T there, okay? That's really important spelling rule. We've got depleted, okay? So we've gone from our complete, meaning with, to D meaning not or less. So we've just, if something is depleted, you could sort of say your supplies are depleted. It means they've actually got less full up, okay? So they're emptying. So depleted, it talks about getting less full, and that makes sense there because plete means full, D means not or less, so we've got less full there. Repleting or repleted, all the things to do with replete, repletion. Re means again, so you can probably work out what replete means. It does mean to fill up again, so you could replete your supplies basically. If they're depleted, they need a repletion, they need to be refilled, okay? And then the final one I've popped on there is expletive. Now, on our pathway here, you can't actually have expleted or expletes. Explete itself isn't a verb, but an expletive has become a noun, okay? So normally we would have if as an adjective if you're describing something, but actually in this case an expletive is a noun. It actually means a swear word, but it comes from that kind of ex meaning out. So an expletive is a bit like an exclamation. That's when something suddenly comes out of your mouth, but that whole concept of being quite full on and quite full kind of relates to that. So that one's probably the less obvious. The least obvious is expletive, and you could have expletives as well if you are doing lots of swearing. The one I didn't mention on my grid is with this extra prefix here, incomplete. So if something is complete, it is with full, it is completely full up. If it is incomplete, it means it's not finished, it's not full. Okay, so it is an incomplete, it's not full up. So that's our root word today. There are words to do with that plete in the middle, and hopefully you can understand what that means. Complete, I think you probably know what means. Maybe deplete and replete, if you saw that in your reading, you might not know straight away, but actually if you can relate it to those other words, that's a really good way of figuring out the meaning, isn't it? And completion with your shun words is one of your key spellings that you need to do. So completely and completion, I would like you to try and write in your sentences today. Okay, well done. Off you go to write your sentences, and I'll see you back here tomorrow. Bye.